We spent yet another day walking. We heard cannon fire for the first time today. I don't want to have to kill. I must stop thinking about it and get some sleep. Is this before he got captured by the Germans? I'm not exactly sure. I kind of missed the dates. I wasn't paying that much attention. Okay, well, it must have happened either very soon after this letter or just before, because or this diary entry, because now Marie has gotten the letter in this one.
That letter gave me such a fright. Poor Daddy, he's been wounded and taken prisoner by the Germans. I don't know if he's seriously injured and if he's been well taken care of. I've been told prisoners are allowed to receive letters. I shall write to him tomorrow.
Oh, that's interesting. There's still mail going to Germany from France. That's such a weird thought that, like, diplomatic relations don't just end entirely. Or, like, just communication doesn't just end entirely in a war situation. Even weirder in, like, 100 years ago when there wasn't, like, internet and stuff. Okay, Oh no! A guy got bopped! Also, hold on. There's a collectible. There we go. They're a little hard to spot in the environment. It's a gold button from a French uniform. Cool. Wow, gold buttons. They proved problematic on the battlefield as they showed in the sun, making soldiers easy to spot by the enemy. That's one of those archaic things about World War I. World War I, I said it's like a really important moment. It feels, in some ways, like modern war, and sometimes it feels so ancient. Like, it feels like very alien, like still archaic. And that's one of those archaic things, is people still dressing in like their parade vest. Because people were still thinking in like 19th century, everyone gets in like a firing row style combat. So like no one thought that dressing up in fancy parade uniforms was a bad idea. Well, probably not no one. Someone probably realized, but as you just read, some people did think that there is no problem with me dressing up fancy. That's how you go to war. Ah, this is the bridge we need to blow up. Where am I? Oh, the TNT's down there. He's reloading his gun. Hold on. I need to blow up that sandbag. Oh god, stay back! Oh, that almost reached me. Okay. Now, fortunately, it takes ages to load a machine gun, especially in that day and age. Ooh, bricks. I believe if we try to just go down this ladder, this German here will bayonet us to death. Which is why we are given these bricks. Oh, he did not die. Let's see. Ah,
what was that noise?
Now, just in case, let's sock him in the head. Night. We are actually behind enemy lines right now. No pressure or anything. This feels like I'm too close to the explosives, but oh well. Try not to totally in, baby. Oh no! The wires! Ah! We can connect one more bomb to it. Speaking of feeling like I'm too close to the bombs, it's right there in my face! I would at least crawl like... No, I wouldn't. I would not crawl underneath the bridge that's about to collapse. Never mind. I don't know what I'd do in this situation, except maybe say a prayer. Oh god, I hope I'll survive this. Was?
Gott im Himmel!
Alright, the bridge is down! Which, I guess, right now is good enough, because we want to stop the German encroachment. That's fine. Ooh, German stick bombs. So, let's see, if I can just hit that, that should cause an enormous... Well, not quite as enormous as I expected, but good enough. Ooh, what do we have shining down here? German cartridges. German 7.92mm Mauser cartridges. Ah, okay. Okay, it was used... Oh, that's interesting. That's really fascinating that it was the carabiner and the machine guns all used the same ammunition. That's weird. That's kind of weird, actually. Good enough, though. Ah, let's see. That worked surprisingly well. This convenient rope ladder here. Oh no! Another machine gun emplacement. Reaches that far then. Okay. This guy knew how to aim his gun up, unlike the first guy. Ah! There's a pit down here to get some cover in. Quickly while he's reloading. Let's just keep our heads down. Oh, don't worry, buddy. I'll cover you. This guy's down here, helping us out. Hopefully that will bring the house down. Crossing my fingers. But didn't quite. But if I land another one up there... For a second I was like, oh god, we're about to actually kill a guy, but he was smart enough to realize, wait a second, that is not a potato masher. Wait, something hidden here? There was a prompt. I saw a prompt, what the? I thought I saw a prompt there. Oh, I don't know. Oh, it's this guy. Something about a machine gun, eh? Okay. Von Dorf! Merde, he's getting away! What am I to do? Oh. Get in the house! Oh god! Is that French fire? It doesn't make sense if the Germans would be attacking this position. Oh. There we go. I was like, where do I go now? But there was in fact a door to knock down. Uh-oh. Better not climb yet. Better let him, Oh. Oh, no. I'm going to get shot if I climb up there, so, let's try and distract the guy.
What was that noise?
I gotta hurry. I do not see anything. Stealth elements in my adventure game. It's more likely than you think. Oh, what's this? A napkin? An embroidery. Household linen was precious, and it was often customized with embroidered initials. Contrary to received ideas, embroidery was not an exclusively female pursuit, and many POWs embroidered during captivity. I mean, I guess it is pretty boring being a POW, so that seems like something you might do. Let's see. Honneur aux alliés. Honneur aux alliés? Maybe. Honor with allies. Or, what was it? Or. I don't remember. Oh, good. Fruit. I need my vitamins if I'm gonna beat these Germans. Damn, the Zeppelin's gone. Von Dorf made his escape. Let's hope this machine gunner doesn't turn around. Oh, good. I was afraid he'd fall down there, but never mind. Excuse me. I need this gun. No, I don't. But I do need this flag down. Speaking of capture the flag. Flag
Thanks to
taken.
support from British forces, the German plan failed.
The front line moved back to the north, and with the arrival of winter, froze. Soldiers holed up amid a vast labyrinth of trenches and tunnels that would become the indelible image of the Great War.
Well, there you go. I guess, yeah,
Karl's regiment
trenches
retreated
are
to
the thing
outskirts
about
of
World War I.
Neuve-Chapelle,
They're
the
not
same
just a
camp
thing, but
where
like
Emile
it's
was
what
being
comes
held
into like
prisoner.
public's mind when you say World War I is trench hell. But we get. I like that this game provides interesting perspectives on World War I. Now we are in the German camp in Neuve-Chapelle. We are playing as Emile, who is still alive, thank goodness. Yeah, the game did not kill him right away, fortunately. So yeah, we get a perspective as a POW in a German camp. That's really cool. Like, it's not just like an action game would provide you with just a trench warfare. Or not maybe, you know, it might be a cinematic action game. There might be a sequence where you're a POW, but you know that would end very quickly with you stealing a gun and starting to shoot people. This one, we're just actually POWing about.
I want the sauerkraut! Read to me, you useless Frenchman!
Okay, Von Dorf. Von Dorf keeps popping up, doesn't he? But, yeah. A bit more. The Wursthaus. Oh, there's some new facts. 6 million prisoners of war. That's a lot, and a lot more German than British. Interesting. Also interesting when you think that you imagine, you think that a lot of people just died all the time in war, but clearly a lot of people ended up being captured, like they stayed alive. Although, as you can read there, the stuff that people went through as POWs was quite lethal in itself, so it's not like those guys had it easy. Letters remain the only real means of communication, indeed, and there's a crap ton of letters left from that time, as far as I can tell, so that's our way of knowing about what it was like. March 10, 1915, the Battle of Neuve-Chapelle. Oh, it's a good thing we're nowhere near the... Oh, dear. Aha, this is about the creeping barrage. Cool. Cool. 530 cannons fired over 216,000 shells. This is like... I cannot imagine the horror of being there in person when that is happening. I think it'd be pretty damn scary on the British side as well. So many guns going off everywhere around you. Oh my god. Oh cool, we even get a little tip about the British colonial forces. For example, the Garhwal rifles from India. Cool. And they were on the European front as well. That's pretty neat. Yeah, everyone was stuck in mud in the trenches. Living in trenches was so freaking shitty. Freaking cholera was around. Oh, God. That is an amazing picture. Look at that. Someone got that picture taken in 1910s. Amazing. And horrifying. Look at how terrifying that place looks to be in. Yes, indeed. Okay, well, let's get to work then. Let's get some bratwurst for Von Dorf over there. Okay. You want your medical dog to be get some water. That's fine. There's a good puppy. Yeah, you have a nice drink there. Okay. What is this? It's a photo frame. Oh, cool. People were already taking pictures back then. It was kind of a new thing. Well, no, it was not a new thing. That's actually a lie. It was like 50 years old by that point, photography. Because there's pictures from like the Civil War in America and like 19th century stuff. There's like Crimean War photos, so it's not that new. But like it wasn't like a common thing. It wasn't like everyone just had their own cameras or whatnot. That's pretty neat. The Crimean War, by the way, is considered the first war which had like real-time reporting from the front lines. There were reporters in the Crimean front, and like thanks to the telegraph, and what's that thing? What's that thing where you go dee 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 dee? And they were able to report from the front line. Carl!
Marie, est-ce que ça va?
Dearest Papa, we live in a climate of uncertainty. Germans use the people of Saint-Mihiel as human shields against the French bombings. I hope the Germans treat you well, and that your wound has healed. Your grandson sent you kisses.
Oh no, they've occupied Saint-Mihiel.
All my love. Please write soon.
adieu, Carl.
Don't do anything crazy now, Carl. Oh, that's really sweet. We get a little moment of humanity here with Carl and Emile reuniting. But then we're reminded that war fucking sucks, bruh. To put it in incredibly uncouth terms. What's this thing do? That didn't do anything. Just makes an annoying noise. What does this do? Okay. We need to create lovely wurst, we need to start with water, heat, and then sausages. Yeah. There we go. Now heat the water. Remove all pathogens from the water. And now... Damn, Emile. Man knows how to cook. Okay, lads, let's all have a nice little sausage. What is that whistling noise? Oh my. Oh dear. I'm not running fast enough. Oh, man, look at that. I barely made it. Oh, thank goodness. Except this doesn't really count as making it, does it? Oh, puppers! You're actually doing your job as a rescue dog. Help me! So this is, I think, the most interesting gameplay feature in this game. Like, actual, like, really, like, more than just, like, simple prompts and adventure game stuff, which I do like. There's you have the, I believe Walt is this dog's name? You have him as like a second character. You don't control him directly, but you like give him commands by using left alt, and then you can like tell him to interact with the environment. For example, get me out of here, Walt. And there's like a grayscale effect when you're like holding down to give Walt commands. I think that was the character's name. I'll have to recheck. Oh. Fortunately, my ladle is strong. Oh my. So I do like... Oh. I do like a lot this game is like... Carl, where's Carl? In the Zeppelin? Damn, I need to get on the Zeppelin. What? No, the Zeppelin's gone already. Oh. So yeah, I do like this game that it because we're playing from the POV of French characters, people on the Allies side, we will get to play as Carl for a while, but he's also got sympathy, obviously, for France. It kind of leans more sympathetic to France, but I do appreciate that this game provides this humanizing aspect for the bad guys as well, that the horrors of war are just as horrible on the Germans. And, well, I'm not a very good comment on morality and justification of war, I can't really say, but I do feel personally that World War I was a lot less good guys versus bad guys than World War II was. Like, Germany is very hard to provide much sympathy, except for maybe the common soldier in World War II, and even then it's a little iffy. But in World War I, the casus belli for the war is a little less, little grayer, and the sides are a little grayer. There was some evil shit being done in this war as well, though. So I don't want to come off as an apologist, but I think it helps because it is so old, this war. So the impressions are a little more. I think the impressions are a little more distant. It's not that personal anymore. I don't know. I shouldn't say that either, because freaking the Civil War in America is way older than World War I, and that's still very personal to people in America, I've realized over the last few years. Okay, so there now we see. So we need to drop that handle over there, and then we need to give Walt orders. Thank you. And then we can pet the dog, because he does such a good job. Alright, we still got more time, actually. We got like 10 more minutes of episode time, so let's carry on. Actually, I have to say the puzzles with Walt, I remember being stuck the most in this game, because there's a lot of like...
What?
Yeah, he says Walt. Okay, so his name is Walt, I think. There's a lot of like... just like you have to like... There's a lot of moving parts and stuff that Walt interacts with and you interact with, so these take the most brain power, I think, to figure out. Achtung! No grenades in here. Although this isn't too bad. We just need to put this as a counterweight. Oh, I took too long. Let's try again. Because... barely made it. But now we're stuck here. That's a problem. See, like, this is like, it's like you think you've got it solved, but there's still stuff to do. Like, now, Walt... Oh. Nope. Walt. Now, Walt is up there, but we can't get up there yet, so it's like, Actually, yeah, now I'm like, wait, what am I supposed to do again? Oh, I'm just supposed to run onto the, oh, okay, never mind. I think I just need to run onto... Oh, never mind. This was so simple after all. Now I'm overthinking things. You just need to get onto it while you're riding up it. Ooh, wow, look at that destroyed cannon there. Okay, so when we get to ladders, Walt traverses by using those little cubby holes. Now, the game is nice enough to let the AI, like Walt, just use them immediately to get through. Although I think you can tell him to get to them. There's the fighting going on over there. Oh, actually, the French are on the right side, so that means west must be to the right, actually. We're actually not looking in a northwest direction. Oh, what's this? There's a hole that Walt can go through. All right, this is the other thing that Emile can do. With his mighty ladle, he can dig the ground, which is a little weird. This is actually the trickiest gameplay in gameplay terms. Not like solving puzzles, but in just tricky gameplay. There's some really difficult digging sections later on. I remember having real trouble navigating certain sections while digging. But we'll make it through. For example, we cannot go digging here because... even just touching these super volatile shells will kill us. How did these shells get here in the first place, if they're so damn volatile? Who knows? Okay, there's a way to dig over there. There's a way to back through over here. Let's go digging first, I'm curious. That looks like progress going outside. Ah, it is in fact just a collectible here. A bullet hook? Valiant Stories Contest Memorabilia. Lace tightener made by Corporal Lucien Dufault-Montet, great-grandfather of Benoit Tidre, from a melted-down cartridge case. Lucien served as an electrician in a searchlight division whose mission was to illuminate enemy positions. Many thanks and congratulations to our winner, Benoit. Oh, that's interesting. The Ubisoft must have had some kind of competition for, like, send in cool memorabilia to be inserted into the game, and this is a cool one. That's a really neat MacGyver item. I'm really, like, merci beaucoup to Benoit for providing that. It was very neat. I'm trying to think what congratulations is in French, but I just completely blacked out. My French is that bad. Yeah. So I'm just gonna go with merci beaucoup. What do you find there, Walt? A bone. Thank you. I believe if you're just standing next to Walt, you can just pet him by using the space button. Maybe. We'll see. Well, let's chuck this bone. Yeah, you enjoy that bone, Walt. You have a moment's peace while I go get this collectible from the other side. Now, I have to be careful not to dig too deep, or I will unleash a Balrog, or possibly blow up those shells. A Rosicrucian cross thingy. A crucifix. The majority of soldiers believed in God, and some wore symbols of their religion. War officers had to make provisions for different religions, and a variety of religious ceremonies was performed at the front by different faiths. Priests, vicars, and rabbis offered succor and compassion to soldiers. Muslim soldiers from colonies were organized into separate battalions for practical reasons, and their beliefs were also respected. Halal food was provided as well as Muslim funeral services. Wow, that's cool! That people were being taken into account like that. In the worst war in history 100 years ago. That's really cool. The people could be so compassionate back then, even in that situation, in little ways like this. Oh, you find something else, Walt? Yeah, you can have the boat. I think sometimes Walt can dig up those collectibles, so that's why I was like, check it out, Walt. But no, it looks like this bone is actually needed for progression, because we need something to... lots of buttons to press, sorry. We need something to toss at those shells. Emile, look at the world around you. This is no time to celebrate. Okay, this is one of those digging sections I just talked about. Because we need to navigate this freaking digging part without hitting these shells. You know what? It's a little early, but I want to take a breather. I need to prepare myself for this digging. I need to look through some of my notes about the stuff I want to talk about World War I. I have a couple of things I want to mention, hopefully in opportune moments as we dig through here. Dig through this game. So, yeah, we will continue next time. Bonne nuit, mon frère. No, fuck! I messed it up again. It's me frère. I should have read more French.